Hey everybody, Danny Greco here. Now that we're in the month of August, we can take a look back at the previous month of July, see how things shaped up for Seattle real estate. And what we saw is we saw some declines in value, not atypical for this time of year, but the median Seattle priced home is now $755,000, about a 3% drop from where we were in June. Now the biggest drop of all we saw was in condos. We saw about a 10% drop month over month. That median priced condo right now is about 450,000. That was about 495 the month before. So a big month over month drop. And this is not uncommon for what we're seeing on condos. So I can definitely get more on this on future videos. And that's also related to the availability, the months of supply. Single family homes, we actually saw a decrease, a little bit, about a 0.2 month decrease for single family homes. So we're sitting at about 1.7 months of inventory right now for single family homes. Condos, you're about 3 months. So we're really starting to see the tale of two markets, condos and single family homes, and they are very different and offer very different proposals in terms of investments. So one thing I'm also keeping track of, which I'm going to start talking about moving forward, is what's called the absorption rate. And this is basically measuring the rate at which homes are selling once they're on the market. So for example, the absorption rate is determined by taking the number of pending properties at one point. That means the number of properties currently under contract and dividing that by that same number plus the number of active properties. So this gives us a fraction which we can measure basically the pace at which homes coming onto the market are selling. And we saw now that I can use these figures and measure them year over year, month over month, I can really see a difference being made. And so, for example, in July of last year, single family homes in Seattle had an absorption rate of about 43%. This year, it's about 39%, meaning that less homes are selling now than a year ago when they came onto the market. Condos, a much more drastic decline. Last year, that absorption rate was about 37%. Last year that rate was about 37%. Right now it's at 27%. So again, these two markets, which we're really seeing differentiate themselves and distinguish themselves, and I think is going to be the subject of more future videos, we're really seeing condos and single families start to really become two different markets. But that's something that for future videos we're really going to reference and pay more attention to. But we actually did see a winner in terms of which area did show the most appreciation year over year. In fact, I think it was the only area in Seattle that saw year over year appreciation, and that was South Seattle. So looking at Beacon Hill, Columbia City, those areas, and over year saw about a 9% appreciation, which is really atypical. Again, I think that was actually the only area to see any appreciation, let alone that much. So we'll have a lot more on this next month and more videos to come. So like, subscribe, let me know if you have any questions.